Hi friends, welcome to practice today. This is meant to be a morning wiggle session. If you wake up and you're feeling a little bit stiff or sore, but you're craving a little bit of movement, especially to kind of work out the kinks, so to speak. And before we dive in, I think it should be noted that anytime a practice is labeled as a morning or an evening practice, it doesn't mean that's the only time that you can do that class. You can absolutely practice any of those at any time that you need that kind of specific style of practice. Let's dive in. If you would like props, feel free, especially if you are feeling particularly tight and you want a little bit of assist with anything. Otherwise, prop free, join me at the back of your mat. Bring your big toes to touch and the knees a little bit wider, and then just kind of wiggle into the hips, just shifting side to side. Feeling the hip joint. Your feet are kind of rocking around into the ankles and the knees here as well. And then into a child's pose. Extend the arms long. Forehead rest down toward the mat. Really reach through the fingertips. And then push your hips back towards your heels. So you're finding a lot of length through your spine. I particularly enjoy a child's pose in the morning after I've been sleeping. Waking up and finding just a little extra space between the vertebrae. That length all the way down into the tailbone. Taking slow and steady breaths all the way down into your belly. And keeping those slow and steady breaths, walk your hands off the right side of your mat. Possible that you even place the left palm on top of the right, and then keep pulling your left hip back. Pull your left armpit toward the ground. A little extra length into the left side. Take a breath into your left rib cage. And then walk the hands through center and off to the left side of your mat. And again, it's possible that maybe the right hand falls on top of the left. Pull your right hip back, turn your right armpit down. Take a breath into the right side ribs. And walk the hands back through center. And tent up onto the fingertips. Lift your forearms, lift your head up away from the mat. Keep that lift and then just a little bit of a bounce through the chest here. Take one more breath. Shifting forward toward a tabletop position. Pull the palms underneath the shoulders, wrists underneath the hips. Take an inhale, tilt your pelvis, arch your back, lift your gaze. Exhale, tuck your pelvis round through your spine, push the floor away. Inhale, pull the chest through, lengthening across the collarbone. Exhale, round through the whole spine. You could either continue some cat-cows, or you might explore some different shapes, some barrel rolls, some figure eights. Just getting into every little nook and cranny of the body. Again, kind of working out the kinks, the stiffness. Take one more round of breath. Make your way into stillness. Extend your right leg off to the side so it's in line with your hip, but you've got this kind of kickstand off to the side here. And then take cat-cows just like this. On your inhale, tilt the pelvis, arch the back, lift the gaze. Exhale, tuck and round, but tent up onto the fingertips as you do. Inhale, pull the chest through. Exhale, tuck the tailbone around through the spine, tent up onto the fingertips. Come back through your neutral spine. Tuck onto your left toes. Keep the feet exactly as they are, but send the hips up back toward this kind of funky down dog position where you're in this staggered kickstand stance. And then bend into the right knee. And then straighten and bend into the left knee. So you're just going to kind of go side to side here. Any depth that feels good to you. Go one more each way. And then come back into stillness. Start to just kind of move through your spine. Any movements that really speak to you. And know that there's really no right or wrong way to move here. Again, with the intention of just creating a little bit more space in the body, working out the kinks. And then make your way back into stillness.
Left hand stays rooted. Twist your right fingertips up and open. On your exhale, thread your right hand to your left leg, wherever you can reach. Inhale, twist up and open. Exhale, thread. One more time, inhale, up and open. Exhale, thread. Pause here for a full breath. You might use that as an opportunity to reach just a little bit deeper. We're gonna get a little bit funky. Place the right hand where the left hand is, or just next to it, and then twist the left arm up and open. So it should feel like you're kind of in this revolved wide forward fold situation. Take another inhale. Place the left palm back down, and then the right hand back to the top of your mat, so you're back in that kind of down dog stance. Drop the left knee, and then pull the right knee back in. A little shift, wiggle into the hips, into the body. And then kickstand your left leg off to the side, again in line with your hip. First we'll take a couple of cat-cows. Inhale, tilt the pelvis, arch the back, lift the gaze. Exhale, tuck the pelvis, round through the spine, tent up onto the fingertips. One more time. Finding your way back into that neutral spine. Everything stays exactly where it is. Tuck onto the right toes. Lift the right knee, coming into that funky down dog setup here. And then bend into the left knee. And then into the right knee. So you're just kind of rocking side to side. Kind of like a skater lunge. Go one more each way. And now we're going to move into the upper body. So starting to just kind of wiggle through the spine, the shoulders, the chest. Hips might move a little bit here as well. And then find your way back into stillness. Right hand stays rooted where it is. With an inhale, twist the left arm up and open. Exhale to thread. Inhale to open. Exhale to thread. One more time. As you find that right leg, pause for a full breath. You might use that as an opportunity to twist a little deeper. And then again, getting a little funky, funkier than we already are, I should say. Left hand comes next to the right, so I usually thread it underneath the right hand. And then keep the left hand down, twist the right arm up and open. So you're looking over your right hip. Take another breath in. Right hand plants back to the top of the mat. Left hand plant, so you're back in that kind of down dog shape, and then lower the right knee down. Pull the left knee in, back into your tabletop. Let's find a more traditional down dog. Spread the fingertips wide, sending the hips up, chest to thighs. We're going to take some kind of rolls, waves through the spine. Lift up onto your tiptoes. Tuck your tailbone, start to round through your low, your mid, your upper back, shifting forward, so you're in this kind of rounded plank. And then bend your knees. Send the hips up and back as you arch into the spine. Shoulder blades draw down the back. Again, tucking onto the toes, lifting onto the toes, tucking your tailbone. There we go. Round and ripple forward. And then bend your knees, send your hips high. Let's do two more. One more time, round and ripple forward. And then pause in your plank position. Lower all the way down to your belly. Now tent up onto the fingertips so that the fingers come out wide, in line with your chest. Elbows point up toward the ceiling. Drive into the tops of your feet. Spider-Man Cobra, peel your chest up, squeezing the shoulder blades onto the back. Dip your left shoulder, look over your right shoulder. Back through center. Dip your right, look over your left. Let's go one more time each way. Dipping left, look right. Dipping right, look left. Coming back through center. Lower all the way down to your belly. Extend your left arm off to a T. And then bring your left ear down onto the mat. Right hand just plants next to your rib cage. Push into the right palm to kick the right leg up and over. And then roll onto your belly. We swap it out. Tee the right arm, bring the right ear down. portion of the left palm to kick the left leg up and over. And then we'll roll side to side a couple times. So finding this shoulder pigeon shape, but where we're rolling in and out of it. So it's a little bit more dynamic, less of a static stretch, more of moving in and out of the shapes as an opportunity to create a little bit more depth in the shape. Go one more time each way. After you go one more each way, coming back through center, pull your palms to frame your rib cage, tuck onto your toes, press up into a tabletop position. And then we'll find our way back into our down dog. Hopefully working through the kinks a little bit more, we're gonna start to build just a little bit more heat. Take a breath in, sweep your right leg up. Bend your knee, open up your hip, and then also open up your chest and your shoulder a little bit. Gaze underneath the right armpit. Take a breath in. Exhale, pull your knee to your nose. Step your right foot all the way through. Drop the left knee down. Inhale, let the left hip descend as you sweep the arms up. So you're stacking shoulders on top of hips, but you got a little bit of opening into your hip, into the chest. Take a breath in. With your exhale, hug the ribs, the inner thighs together, and twist to the right. We'll do that a couple of times. Inhale, letting the left hip descend. And then exhale, ribs together, inner thighs together, twist to the right. One more time. Twisting to the right. Stay twisted to the right. Plant your left hand down. Keep reaching the right arm back. Possible that you can bend the left knee, catch your foot. You might even roll onto the pinky toe edge of the right foot here. You can keep the foot flat. Just a little opening into the left hip and quad, but still opening that right chest and shoulder. One more breath. And then release. Tuck onto the left toes, lift the left knee, Skandasana, but on the right leg. So you're pivoting to the left edge of your mat. Right knee is still bent, left leg is straight here. And again, you might be, I haven't said this today, but in other classes, reminder that your Skandasana doesn't have to mean that your hip is super low. Your hip might be lifted. You might be up on the ball of your foot. Find what feels good to you. Just take one more breath here, kind of feeling into the hips. And we'll pivot to the top of the mat. Plant your palms. Step into a plank. You can take a vinyasa here, or you could just step straight to down dog. Landing in your down dog, inhale, sweep your left leg high. Bend your knee, open up your hip, and then chest and shoulder follow. Gazing underneath the left armpit, take an inhale. Pull your knee to your nose, step your foot all the way through. Right knee softens down. Inhale to your Anjaneyasana, your modified lunge here. Letting your right hip descend, and you might have a little bit of a back bend going on here as well. Take an inhale. With your exhale, we zip the ribs together, so you're stacking the spine. Twist to the left. We'll do that a couple times. Inhale, let the hip descend, maybe a small back bend. Exhale, twist, ribs and inner thighs hug in. One more time. Twist to the left. Stay twisted to the left. Plant the right palm. Left hand still reaching back. Possible that you bend into the right knee and catch the foot here. You might roll onto the pinky toe edge of the left leg, or you can keep the foot flat. Really whatever feels good to you. This is your practice to work out some of that tightness. So find whatever shape that is for you today. Take one more breath. Release the foot, tuck onto the right toes. Pivoting to our Skandasana, left leg stays bent, opening up through the right hip a little bit more. And again, any variation of your Skandasana, we're just kind of hanging out here. Know that that could be more of this kind of assisted side lunge for you. You could even bring the hands down. Take one more breath. We pivot to the top of the mat, plant the palms. Again, you could take a vinyasa here. You might just go straight to down dog. And sending the hips up and back. We're gonna flow through a couple rounds of a sun A just to Kind of wake up the body a little bit more as we've been creating a little bit more space. Take an inhale, lift up onto the balls of your feet. You might take small steps. You might take one big step and then another. You might hop forward. Lift up halfway onto your breath in. On your exhale, fold. Tent up onto the left fingertips, bend the left knee and inhale. Twist open to the right, straightening through the right leg. Exhale, fold. We swap it out. Tent up onto the right fingertips, bend the right knee, twist open to the left. Fold back through center. Inhale, high mountain. Lead with your chest, sweep your arms up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, fold back down. Halfway lift. Plant your palms, step or float, journey back to down dog. However you want to get there. Inhale to lift up onto the balls of the feet. Traveling forward. Lift up halfway. Fold. Tent up onto the left fingertips, bend the left knee, inhale, twist open to the right. Fold through center. Tent up onto the right fingertips, bend the right knee, twist open to the left. Fold back through center. Lead with your chest, high mountain. Hinge from your hips, fold back down. Halfway lift on the inhale. Plant your palms, however you want to journey back to down dog. That's where we'll meet. Know that you could even just hang out in a forward fold if you're not really wanting to do the full chaturanga here. Inhale, lift up onto the balls of your feet. However you want to travel to the top of the mat. Lift up halfway. Fold. Tending onto the right or the left fingertips, bend the left knee and twist open to the right. Back through center, we swap it out. Twist open to the left. Back through center. High mountain, leading with a chest sweep, the arms up. This time pull your palms to your chest and stay standing. You can keep the hands where they are, or you could let them fall to your side. And just finding this tall stance, rooting down into your feet, but you might kind of sway, shifting the weight. Keeping shoulders rolling back, neck is long. And take one more breath here, just finding this grounding. Ending in this standing position, so hopefully you're feeling a little bit more warmed up and you're ready to tackle whatever's next. But if you're feeling like you still want to wiggle around, you could take a few more rounds of Sunday. You could switch it up. You can find another class, whatever you need. But this is where I will leave you today. Thank you for joining me for this morning wiggle session, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.